Urgent news. Rick and Marty Lagina have just made an incredible discovery in their latest Oak Island dig, unearthing a treasure that has been hidden for over 2 centuries. Their latest excavation site, located near an old shack, blends modern technology with the classic thrill of a treasure hunt. As they drill deeper, the anticipation builds. Could they be on the verge of finding gold, or perhaps something even more valuable? What exactly did they uncover that sent the entire team into excitement? It's time to reveal the long-hidden mysteries that have finally come to light. During their final dig of the season, Rick identified an intriguing spot near an old shipyard garden. He believed this could be their big breakthrough. This wasn't just random digging. Every move was calculated, guided by historical clues and scientific evidence. They weren't just looking for artifacts. They were searching for something bigger, maybe a hidden chamber, or even an underground vault. With a plan in place, they drilled into the ground hoping for a major find. Meanwhile, on another part of Oak Island, Dr. Ian Spooner and Dr. Fred Michael were conducting their own research. They had discovered unusual metals in the area, materials that didn't appear to be naturally occurring. Their focus was on water samples near the shipyard garden, which had revealed traces of something significant. Based on their findings, they selected a precise drill location named E.5 North-14.5, with high hopes that drilling 100 feet down could lead them to something remarkable. They weren't just looking for gold. They suspected other valuable metals could be hidden beneath the surface. The scientists were convinced they were onto something big. Their analysis suggested that whatever was buried here had been hidden with purpose. Using a mix of data, expertise, and instinct, they felt this site could be a game changer. The entire team was buzzing with excitement, knowing they could be on the brink of a major discovery. As the drill was set in motion, anticipation filled the air. Every member of the team knew the stakes. This was their final opportunity of the season. If they didn't find anything now, they would have to wait an entire year for another chance. The pressure was on. As the drill bit dug deeper, speculation ran wild. What if this was the breakthrough they had been waiting for? What if they uncovered more than just a few scattered relics? What if they found a treasure trove that would rewrite history? But this was more than just a hunt for riches. This was about proving that their years of effort, dedication, and relentless pursuit of the truth were not in vain. Their goal was ambitious. They planned to drill between 50 and 60 feet, then expand their search by drilling both sideways and vertically. Their hope was to locate a tunnel linked to this shaft, reinforced by water samples that had already hinted at traces of gold and silver. This site had the potential to not only reveal historical structures, but also confirm long-standing theories about the island's secrets. For each team member, this dig meant something personal. Some were driven by the thrill of discovery, others by the possibility of securing their financial futures, and some simply wanted to be part of history. But beyond personal ambitions, there were practical concerns. If they did uncover something groundbreaking, they had to be ready. Who would they call first? What steps would they take next? Every detail mattered, and at this very moment, the drill continued to push further down, closer to whatever secrets lay buried beneath Oak Island. The day moves forward as the team double-checks their equipment, going over notes and data to make sure they're as prepared as possible. They've been through enough disappointments to keep their expectations in check, but hope still fuels them. The steady hum of the drill serves as a constant reminder that they could be moments away from uncovering something historic. They watch, they wait, and they hope, because this is their last chance before the season ends. Every year, as the cold winds of winter sweep across Oak Island, Rick, Marty, Craig, and the rest of the team pack up their gear, ending another season of treasure hunting. It's a familiar routine, months of effort, mountains of dirt moved, all leading to another year without the big breakthrough they've been chasing. Despite having access to cutting-edge technology, historical maps, and promising scientific readings, they always seem to be left with more questions than answers. Beneath the island's surface, traces of precious metals have been detected, possibly remnants of ancient attempts to conceal something of great value. As the operation winds down, there's still a long list of tasks to complete. The team has to dismantle and store their equipment, catalog every bit of data they've collected, and analyze their findings. They sift through every detail, measurements, samples, scans, trying to understand what they might have missed and how they can refine their approach next season. The discussions are intense, filled with technical analysis and speculation. Each team member brings their own theories to the table, debating the reasons for their continued lack of major discoveries and brainstorming potential new strategies for the future. Treasure hunting has always been a high-risk venture, with no guarantees of success. But the possibility of unearthing something truly extraordinary keeps them coming back year after year. Rick, Marty, and their team remain determined, especially after the discovery of what appears to be a man-made tunnel leading toward the ocean. They suspect this tunnel might explain the unexpected water that keeps flooding certain dig sites. One particularly intriguing area, known as Aladdin's Cave, is essentially a large, water-filled pit that has yielded tiny traces of precious metals and old wooden fragments. It might not seem like much, but to the team, even these minor finds are significant. Every small clue is treated with the same level of excitement as a major discovery, a testament to how much they want to believe they're on the right path. This season, however, seemed to focus more on building anticipation than on actual findings. Every dig, every scan, every sample collection leads to more speculation, but not necessarily more treasure. For years, Oak Island has drawn treasure hunters into its web of mystery, feeding on their determination, their passion, and their willingness to keep searching, even when results are scarce. The persistence of this group is undeniable. They chase their dream of striking it rich, despite years of coming up empty-handed. The real power of Oak Island lies not just in the potential for hidden treasure, but in the legends that surround it. Stories of pirates, lost riches, and secret tunnels are enough to captivate anyone's imagination. And in the end, maybe it's these stories that are the island's true treasure. They bring in TV cameras, curious tourists, and passionate diggers, all drawn by the hope that this time, this season, will be the one where history is made. But as history has shown, the process of digging on Oak Island is often a cycle of excitement, unanswered questions, and ultimately disappointment. As they move from one excavation site to another, chasing every hint and clue, it becomes clear this is a never-ending hunt, fueled by the dream that the next dig might just be the one that changes everything. The entire operation, with its massive machines and dramatic drilling, looks impressive to anyone watching from the sidelines. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement, the suspense, the build-up, and the occasional discovery that seems like it could be groundbreaking. But when the dust settles, most of these finds turn out to be far less spectacular than they initially appear. And at the end of each season, the team presents a grand summary of their efforts, making even the smallest discoveries sound like crucial pieces of the puzzle. Despite another season of digging without striking gold, there are still hints that something significant could be buried deep beneath Oak Island. Old artifacts, wooden beams, and curious metal traces continue to suggest that the team might be inching closer to uncovering a real historical mystery. Back in 2019, excitement peaked at borehole RF1, when the team unearthed large wooden beams with ancient carvings and a pickaxe that some believed could have Scandinavian origins. These discoveries added another layer of intrigue to the island's already mysterious past. But as exciting as they were, They didn't exactly provide concrete answers, just more questions. In 2017, the team had a similar moment of excitement when they dug into borehole H8. There they believed they had found something truly significant, what they called the Chapel Vault, buried nearly 180 feet underground. Among the items they pulled up were small pieces of parchment and what appeared to be a fragment of a leather book cover. These discoveries fueled speculation that there could be ancient manuscripts or even priceless relics hidden further down. But once again, it was more about potential than actual proof. Every season, moments like these send waves of enthusiasm through the team, making it seem like they're on the verge of a breakthrough. But as time goes on, the pattern becomes clear. A promising clue, a surge of excitement, and then not much else. Despite their passion and relentless determination, the concrete results remain elusive. This entire treasure hunt started with two brothers from Michigan who grew up dreaming of finding lost riches. What began as a childhood fascination has evolved into a massive operation, complete with heavy machinery, a dedicated team, and cameras rolling at all times. Every new piece of wood or metal that surfaces reignites discussions about what might still be buried below. The idea that gold, ancient artifacts, or some other historically significant discovery could be waiting just beneath the surface keeps them motivated year after year. And yet Oak Island is more than just a dig site, it's a story. The search for treasure has become just as much about crafting a compelling narrative as it is about actual discoveries. Each season ends with a carefully placed cliffhanger, teasing that the next year might finally be the year they find something groundbreaking. But maybe the real treasure of Oak Island isn't buried at all. Perhaps it lies in the never-ending stories, the centuries of speculation, and the way the mystery continues to captivate treasure hunters, historians, and audiences alike. It's the thrill of the chase, the hope of uncovering something monumental, and the question of what if that keeps this adventure alive. Today, Oak Island is like a stage, a place where modern treasure hunters, armed with cutting-edge technology, try to bring old legends to life. The team's camaraderie, their shared passion, and their relentless pursuit of answers make their journey compelling, even when the results are inconclusive. They're not just digging for treasure, they're chasing a dream, trying to solve a mystery that has persisted for generations. Every small find, no matter how minor, fuels the hope that keeps them going, much like the dreams of those two young boys from Michigan, who once imagined unearthing something extraordinary. And as each season wraps up, the island keeps its secrets buried just a little longer. Perhaps the real treasure of Oak Island is its ability to keep the dream alive, to pull people back year after year, shovels in hand, hearts full of hope, chasing what might be one of history's most elaborate legends. Because on Oak Island, the search never truly ends. It only deepens, adding more layers, more mystery, and more anticipation. Could the treasure of Oak Island really be of unimaginable value, or is there something even deeper at play, something beyond explanation? What do you think? Drop your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Oak Island mystery, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more thrilling treasure hunts.